Close your eyes and allow yourself to drift away as I guide you through a tale of shadows and light, a journey through betrayal, magic, and redemption. This is the story of Alaric, a once revered sorcerer, now bound to the desolate Shadowlands. Long ago, in a realm where the stars gleamed like scattered diamonds across a velvet sky, there lived a sorcerer named Alaric. His magic was not just powerful, it was pure. People traveled from distant lands to seek his counsel, for his heart was as generous as the spells he wove. But even in a world of light, darkness lurks. Alaric had a friend, someone he trusted more than anyone, Kyle. Together, they had shared countless adventures, their bond forged through laughter, tears, and triumphs. Yet, trust is a fragile thing, and Kyle's heart grew envious of Alaric's power. Consumed by ambition, Kyle sought the forbidden arts, crafting a spell that would steal Alaric's magic and twist it into something vile. One fateful night, under a moon cloaked in crimson haze, Kyle struck. Alaric felt the betrayal like a blade to his soul. His magic, his essence, was torn from him and replaced with a curse. A curse to wander the Shadowlands, a forsaken realm between life and death. Now, picture this desolate land. The air hangs heavy with whispers, shadows fleet like fleeting memories, and the ground beneath Alaric's feet is a patchwork of cracked obsidian and ashen soil. Here, time stands still. The sun never rises, the stars never shine, and an eternal twilight blankets the land. Alaric's figure, tall and cloaked in tattered robes, moved through this world with a quiet determination. His once brilliant eyes now glimmered faintly, dulled by despair. Every step was met with unseen forces pulling at him, glowing to drag him deeper into the abyss. But Alaric was no ordinary soul, and despite his curse, he held onto a spark of hope, a belief that redemption was possible, that his magic could be restored. One day, or what passed for a day in the Shadowlands, Alaric heard a sound that was unfamiliar in this bleak realm. Laughter, soft, light, and impossibly out of place. He followed the sound, weaving through gnarled trees and jagged rocks, until he came upon a girl sitting by a glimmering pool of water. She was no older than 17, with fiery red hair and eyes that gleamed with determination. She introduced herself as Lyra, and to Alaric's astonishment, she spoke of his story, the betrayal, the curse, the stolen magic. "I don't believe the lies they tell about you," she said. "The stories in the mortal realm paint you as a villain, but I know you were betrayed. I've come to help you." Alaric, skeptical yet intrigued, asked how she could possibly help him. Lyra revealed a small amulet, glowing faintly, a golden light. "This is a shard of your magic. I've been searching for the rest. Together we can piece it back and break your curse." The journey through the Shadowlands was fraught with peril. They crossed rivers of molten silver, navigated forests where the trees whispered secrets, and evaded creatures of shadow that sought to devour their very essence. Through it all, Lyra proved her courage. She was clever, resourceful, and unyielding in her belief in Alaric's innocence. Her presence was a balm to his weary soul, a reminder of the light he had once known. In turn, Alaric began to remember fragments of his old self. As they uncovered shards of his magic, his strength returned bit by bit. Eventually, the journey led them to the heart of the Shadowlands, a towering spire of black crystal that pulsed with dark energy. Here, Alaric confronted the source of his curse. Kale stood at the summit, his form twisted by the dark magic he had stolen. The once charming man was now a shadow of himself, his eyes empty, his face a mask of cruelty. "You were always the favorite," Kale sneered, "always loved, always admired, while I was nothing but your shadow. This curse was justice, Alaric. My justice." Lyra, clutching the amulet, stood her ground. "Justice? This is no justice. This is jealousy turned to madness. Alaric, now strengthened by the shards of his magic, confronted Kale. But instead of striking him down, Alaric did something unexpected. He forgave him. The act of forgiveness shattered the darkness that had bound the Shadowlands. Kale's twisted form began to crumble, his power dissipating into the ether. The crystal spire fractured, and a brilliant light engulfed the realm. When the light faded, Alaric found himself in the mortal world once more. His curse lifted. Lyra stood beside him, her eyes filled with wonder. "Your forgiveness was the final piece," she said. "It wasn't just your magic that was taken. It was your heart. And now you're whole again." Alaric, his strength and magic restored, vowed to use his gifts, not for power or glory, but to guide others, to be a beacon of hope in a world often consumed by darkness. And so, the story of Alaric the Sorcerer, once cursed and broken, ends with redemption and light. As you drift into sleep, remember this: even in the darkest of nights, there is always a spark of hope waiting to be found. Good night, dear Voyager. May your dreams be filled with light.